I'm Mary Habstritt, and I'm in charge of the museum ship Lilac. Let's go aboard. So here we are on the bridge of Lilac. This is the spot where the ship was steered from, obviously. And we have the original ship's wheel, which is one of the things that's come back to us. This was given to us by one of the ship's captains, and he had been told to replace it and felt it was just too beautiful to throw away, and turned it into a dining room table. And when he found out that we were saving the ship, he sent it back to us. The bridge is also a center of communications, and the most critical communication was with the engine room. And the device they used most often to send orders to the engine room was the telegraph. So this works very simply with bicycle chain and wires, and sends a command to the engine room, and then the engine room crew adjust the engine's speed and direction according to the order that I've sent down. This is a binnacle, and it surrounds a magnetic compass. And the purpose is that the compass needs to be isolated from the steel of the ship because it's magnetic. This whole housing is brass and copper and separates the magnet a little bit from the rest of the ship and helps keep it accurate. And then these big iron balls can be used to make calibrations to it by moving them closer or further away from the compass. And these are some of our volunteers. They greet visitors, they help tell the ship's story, and they help us to restore the ship, something that we've been trying to do and get it running on steam again someday. So this is the boat deck. And it's called the boat deck because the ship once had two launches. One sat here and hung from the davits so that the ship could be swung over the side. And then there's a steam-powered winch here under the tarp that lowered the boat to the water or brought it back up. The other things you can see here are the stack for the boilers to exhaust the smoke. And the ventilators, the big scoops, were to bring air down into the boiler room or the engine room to help keep it cooler. Let me show you our engine room. This is the beating heart of Lilac, or it was, and we hope to get it beating again. These are the original 1933 steam engines. And they're called triple expansion engines because they have 3 cylinders that get bigger as the steam starts to lose pressure and needs more surface area to do an equal amount of work. These are very few and far between now, but they were originally the standard engine in a ship. And we're trying to get the ship running again on steam, and it seems really possible because the engines are in great shape. So when we were on the bridge, I said this was the main way that commands were sent to the engine room. And so I just got a command. And now I have another one that says full steam ahead. And I answer. And then I adjust the engine accordingly. I do that here. One of these controls is the throttle and one is the reverse. And the command that was sent to me gives me both direction, either ahead or astern, and speed. So I adjust both of those according to the instructions that I'm getting from the bridge. So I want to take you to the lower engine room because it's a place we don't usually take visitors. And then you can see more of the engine because up above you really only saw the tops of the engines. And you get a better idea how this all works. So up above us, the piston is going up and down in the cylinder, and that's connected to the connecting rod, and that turns it into a circular motion. And the circular motion is turning the crankshaft, which runs all the way out through the back of the ship. The propeller is hanging on the end of the shaft, and when the crankshaft turns, the propeller is pushing the ship through the water. So before I was working at Lilac, I'd gotten really involved in industrial history and advocating for preservation of industrial sites. And a lot of those battles were ones that I lost. So when the job opened up here, it seemed like a battle I could win because no one was trying to tear the ship down. And I actually thought it would be temporary. And now I've been here for over 10 years. So we want to make sure that we don't let it touch the ground because that's disrespectful to the flag. Whoops. Here, let's take it this way. So you just fold a little edge in to get started. And then you're just doing one triangle after the other. Okay.